So what I want to talk about today, specifically some upcoming bundles. We are on Snap.fan. They had a news article come out January 31st, battle mode patch and new variants, etc. And before moving forward, I do want to say shout out to Lucifer. I appreciate you double checking some of the stuff that I put together. So thank you. Shout out to you. The part that I want to focus on is not the card downranking, but they've got some upcoming bundles in here. We'll zoom in a little bit to make this a little bit easier for you guys to see. But what I want to do here is anybody who's followed my content before, I like to do number stuff. I like to do spreadsheets, or rather, maybe I don't like to do that, but when I see something and it's not clear to me, maybe how long it takes, how much it costs, something along that, I like to break it down so that I can, in my dumb brain, figure out what this actually costs me. Because when I see a cost here, it's 8,000 gold. Okay, what's that mean? Oh, I get 3,000 tokens and 6,000 credits. Okay, well, what's that worth? There's a money value to it. There's a time value to it. So in this particular case, we're going to be talking dollars, US dollars. I've got a spreadsheet up that I did. I'm not going to bring that up on the screen, but it's how I sort of analyze these things and share what I think about the offers and hopefully provide you with some guidance. So let's get right into this. We've got some upcoming bundles. My understanding is that some of the costs of these could change. I would highly advise that they change a couple of these based on what I'm seeing. The first bundle they've got is called Positively Charged. It's coming out February 7th through the 28th. So it's basically the entire month of February. The price for this is 8,000 gold. Now, 8,000 gold straight up, you could certainly go to the store and buy it for $100. Now, I like to use a base pricing of like the 1450 gold. You could buy you can pay 20 US dollars and get 1450 gold. It's sort of the middle of the line gold pricing, so I tend to lean towards that one. So the cost of this is essentially $100 if you're willing to pay $100 up front. Using that $20 one that I mentioned at the 1450 gold, that gets it to about $110. So whatever, it's somewhere between $100 and $110 for what we're going to get here. And ultimately, that's what you decide on whether you think it's worth it or not. Now, the first thing you want to look at here is this card. Now, we get a Mr. Negative, which on reveal, you swap the power and cost of all cards in your deck. Not your hand, in your deck. I think that could be a pretty powerful card. It would be nice if you've got, lower power things and then it switches. Like, I think of a Devil Dinosaur. Like, it's 5 energy and 3 power. Well, if I could play that in turn 3, I guess I couldn't because this is a 2 card, but you might be able to play it turn. You'd still have to play for turn 5, but you'd be able to play more cards. So I sort of like that card in itself. The 3,000 collection tokens, we'll get to that in a little bit, but the 6,000 credits, you can figure out exactly how much that costs in game. And ultimately, that's about 68 bucks. So of that $100, $68 is right here in credits. Do you want to spend $68 and 6,000 credits? I personally, that doesn't do anything for me. That's a lot of money to put towards credits. Yes, it accelerates you up that ladder. So if you are looking to climb quickly, then yeah, you're liking this. The boosters, okay, if you like Mr. Negative, great. For me, titles and avatars, it's not doing a whole lot for me. There is one title that I do eventually want to get. It's called Absolute Garbage. I just think that that's the title I want for me. But I don't put a lot of value in these. Obviously, everything's subjective. You might put a ton of value in this. You might love Mr. Negative and you want this Be My Valentine's title because you're just a big Valentine's Day person, all that sort of thing. So then we've got the collector tokens. Now, these are obviously a very valuable asset in game for whenever a variant or a card comes across in your token shop and you want to build into this. But ultimately the question is, let's just say for a second, okay, so 6,000 credits are, 68 bucks. Now, Mr. Negative, you can do the base pricing math on based on the daily deals for gold to variant, and those tend to range anywhere from $10 to $17 because this, I wouldn't necessarily put him on a $17 status effect. That's, maybe Groot is considered a $17 card. So I guess let's put this one at $17. So now what, you're at 85 bucks. So for 85 bucks, you're getting 6,000 credits and you're getting the variant. So Then it's about, okay, so 85 bucks. Now we've got 15 more dollars to go in here and go, all right, so for another 15 bucks, we get 3,000 tokens and boosters. Is that worth your $15? Yeah, probably. I mean, it depends how many tokens you've got over time, or if you want to get in there and actually make sure you get the card you want or build those up. I could see that. Now, again, the problem for me is most of the cost of this is in these credits, which I don't know. I personally wish they'd have two offers of this, one of which would be the $100 with the 6,000 credits, and then another one that's maybe $20 or $30 without the credits. I would think that $20 or $30 one, which would be how much gold? Let's just say it's like anywhere between 1,500 and 2,000 gold without the credits. I would have loved to see two different sort of offers for this one, but you know, I'm not the company making millions of dollars here, but this is how I review this. So that's the first one. The next one they've got up is the Westview story. This is going to happen between February 14th, Valentine's Day for all you lovers out there, through the 21st. So it's about a week long. The current listed price is 2,000 gold, which again, that is 2,000 gold is, I don't know, anywhere between 20 and 35. So, you know, 25, 30 bucks. The actual price, or $27.57 specifically. What you get out of this, a title, an avatar, and two avatars. To me, again, those aren't worth anything. So really what you're getting for $27 here is two variants. You get a Scarlet Witch variant and you get a Vision variant. Now, do you like those? Do you play those a lot? I don't use a lot of move decks, so I don't know if the Vision things really does it for me. I do like Scarlet Witch as a card. I don't use her a lot, but I am in a lower tier right now, so I don't know. I definitely could see that. So as I look at this, again, do you want to spend roughly $27 on getting two variants? I personally think this one's overpriced. I think the base pricing cost for this is closer to $20, $19.98. But right now, the way they've got it for listed for 2,000 gold, it ramps it up for, you know, closer to $27.57 bucks. The way I get to $19.98, I'm looking at specifically, I categorize these as, you know, 700 gold cost cards for when you get those daily card variants, which, you know, that's, like I said, I mean, that's 20 bucks, you know, so, you know, the title and the avatars, is that worth another $8 or $9 to me? No, it's not. So I think they should actually lower this. When I see bundles, I want to feel like I'm getting something that is cheaper than what I'd normally get in game. And right now, when I look at this, you know, you could find these two cards, in my opinion, for 1,400 gold coming across that daily store. So am I going to pay 600 more gold for a title and two avatars? No, I'm not. So anyway, that's what I think about that one. And now, very similar, the Steamy Hell's Kitchen one, which is also that same week and also costs 2,000 gold, also gets a title and two avatars and two variants. It's a Daredevil and an Elektra. Exact same thing I just said. All the same prices, all the same things. So when it comes down to looking at these two, it's really about, do you care about the variants that much? Do you really want these, you know, so badly where you want to spend? I know, again, you can grind gold in game, and I'm happy that the game does this. And to, you know, Marvel Snap's credit, you know, Second Dinner's credit, I do like that they offer things like this. I am a frugal person, so when I see things, I analyze it from that sense, and that's what I'm trying to do here for you as well. So anyway, when I'm looking at those two, I wouldn't do either of those two. I'm not very interested in it. I'd have to have a buttload of gold and really like those. Now, the last offer they have in here, or the last bundle that's coming, is going to be called Birth Pool, and this is supposed to be coming February 22nd through March 3rd. The price on this one is 3,200 gold. That averages out to about $44.12. What you actually get from this is 1,500 collector tokens, 3,200 credits, 291 Deadpool boosters, again, title and an avatar related to Deadpool, and a Deadpool variant. So when we look at 3,200 credits, put that in our calculator, that averages out to about $36. All right, so I said it was about a $44 offer. So 36. So that's about $8 for the rest of this, for the tokens, the boosters, all of the things. Now the variant, all right, so how much is that worth? Well, that's worth about $10. Okay, hold on a second. So now I'm already at, what am I at? I'm at 36 plus 10, so $46 on a base pricing before I'm even looking at tokens or boosters or avatars or titles. Now that's base pricing, okay? So don't get hung up on that. So is it a deal? Yes. Based on the base pricing, this is pretty good. The collector tokens, it's a nice throw in here. I do like that. Again, I think I would love to see some of these offers without the credits listed in it as a potential alternate buy. Or maybe you could pick one or the other. Maybe you don't let everybody do both, or maybe you do. I don't know. It's not like it's going to break. I don't think it's, I say this, man. Funny, I've said this in so many different game videos. I don't believe it'd break the game if you had two of these and allowed people to buy both. But I think for, someone who's maybe a little bit lighter spender, to take those credits out of there, which, like I said, are about $36 worth, you save some of the gold. Okay. I just think that you get it to closer to, 2,000, 2,500 gold. I don't know. It's splitting hairs a little bit over there, but I do like this. I'm more likely to spend on this Deadpool one than these two. And I think this Mr. Negative one, while I like some of the things in it, the Mr. Negative card specifically, I don't want to spend that much gold to get, a ton of credits basically. So that's what they've got in these bundles. This right up here, and I want to give credit to, again, WolverSNAP-LETS, Sanctanglia, who wrote this article. I think they give a very good write up here. I very much appreciate them doing that. They really do talk about, in this last paragraph here, how the game sort of leans to free to play. They talk about the two bundles that give collector tokens do look good, but it's nothing priced for only cash, meaning that people can farm it. That's true. And that's what these games tend to be about, is you pay for having something right away versus being able to get it later. All right. So, you can take a good approach to the game that way. I like that, it's not necessarily pay to win, but if these cards are super dominant, then it does become pay to win a little bit. So that's my review of these upcoming bundles. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'll plan to continue to do these in the future. If you've got any information that you think can help sort of put a price tag on titles and avatars, let me know. But I think that's a subjective thing anyway, so I don't necessarily want to do it. As time goes on, I'll definitely start doing collector token stuff as well. So appreciate you coming by. Like I mentioned at the front end of the video, if you want to hammer down on that like button, click notification bell, subscribe. Please share this with your friends, families, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, anybody who might be playing the Snap game. Definitely trying to build this channel as much as possible and appreciate it. So until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.